Alrighty guys, so we're back. Board Bob here. So last time we got just our basic stuff going here, and we got a little bit of iron plate, a little bit of copper plate coming in, a little bit of stone coming in, and a little bit of coal coming in, and we got our power plant up and running. So right now we're researching heavy armor. In the meantime, we probably want to start building a few things and adding on to what we got. So we definitely want to get our mining operation going. We want to get our plate production up, our copper plate and our iron plate, so that we can build a lot more stuff. So let's go ahead and build some more drills right off the bat. Once again, we're trying for that lazy bastard award. And like I say, I don't know, we're at 108. I think we'll be able to do it. We'll see how that ends up going. So let's change this. Let's get ourselves some mining drills going and get her started here. So what do we need? We need electronic circuits, we need gears, and we need plates. So we're gonna have to build some electronic circuits, which means we're gonna have to build wire. You know what? Let's see what we need for just the basic assembly machines. Same thing. We need, green circuits, gears, and plate. So we probably want to start out with some assembly machine ones. So let's make some wire so we can make some green plate. Got wire, and throw that in. Did I say green plate? I probably did, didn't I? I meant green circuits. I have brain farts now and again. What can I tell you? I'm old. It happens. So we'll get that started. We'll come back to that in just a second. While we're at it, let's take a look around here, see where we really kind of want to set things up. So we got iron patch here. We got an iron patch here. We got copper here and copper here. This is going to work for a good starting setup, but I want to kind of make little specialized areas for various things. I'm thinking we'll just make this right here our iron plate production in general, and just pump out as much as we can, and then we'll feed that to everything we need to feed it to. With coal and iron right next to each other, we can double it up on the belt and get it going pretty good. Copper, kind of the same thing. We got copper here and coal here, so we could set them up and start producing a whole buttload of copper plates. Alright, what do we got next? We got fluid handling. Again, we don't really need it yet. You know, I really do kind of want to upgrade my furnaces as fast as possible, get them going. Yeah, you know what? Let's work on red and green when we have the time. Maybe get some solar going. We definitely are going to want that eventually. Logistics too. Yeah, right now, yeah, I think that's where we want to head right now is well, 7,500, same difference. We haven't really dealt with the oil yet, so let's not worry too much about it. You know what? Let's go ahead and start on fluid handling. We probably don't have a whole lot of red science in there anyway. I don't even know how much is in there, to be perfectly honest. 2. Yeah, so we're going to have to at some point make some more red science. Alright, so now we've got some copper cable. Let's change this over to green circuits and throw our copper and our plate in there. Make a bunch of green circuits. Like I say, we're going to pump out a bunch of these assembly ones so that we can start just having one of them just make our copper cable, and we can start making these green circuits, because we're definitely going to want a lot of these anyway. So let's just bang out a bunch here real quick, and then we'll make an assembler, and we'll get that all set up as an assembly line kind of process. The other thing we're going to want is to start assembling belts. So for belts we need gears and plates, if memory serves me right. Yep. So we're going to have to set up an assembler for gears and then an assembler for the belts. So we're going to need at least 4 assembler ones just to get our green circuits and our belts started. And since we're going to use a bunch of both of those, let's go ahead and get them both started. Alright, so there we go. So that gives us a few. Next we want, what do we need for this? Gears. So we want to pump out some gears. Change this to gears. Throw in a pile of iron plates. That should give us 50. That should be enough to get us started. Gears is another thing we're going to probably have to automate. Yeah, so it'll be gears, wire, belts, and green circuits. It's going to be our push for today, I think, to get that set up. Alrighty, so there's that. Do we have any belts? Yeah, we have a few, but let's make some more because we're going to need some just to get this thing going. You know what? Before we do that, let's go ahead and look at this assembly machine, see what we need. 1, 2, 3. We need that. We need that. And we need, you know what? Let's do this. Alright, there's the 4 we need. Let's do a couple more just to be safe. Alright, there we go. That gives us 8. So now, let's go ahead and make up some of these belts, because we're definitely going to need belts. We'll just throw the remainder of the gears in there, throw the iron in there, and let it go. So where are we going to put this temporarily to start pumping out belts and green circuits? So let's do this. Let's just put them down here, kind of out of the way. We'll be able to pull the power line down. We'll be able to pull a line down to each of these. So we're going to want wire, and then wire is going to go into the green circuits themselves. And then down here, let's see, inserter, belt, inserter, there, and there. Alright, so we're going to set this one to be copper wire, this one to be yellow or green circuits, this one to be gears, and this one to be belts. So there we go. So now we got all of those. We're going to need some inserters. What do we need for inserters? Green circuits, gears, and plates. So let's go up here and make some inserters, because we're going to need them. Alright, of course we don't have any gears right now, so change this to gears. I know I should have made a bunch more, but that's okay. We'll get it going. Throw in that. And while we're doing that, we're going to bring this down here and we're going to start getting this ready to go. So, I'm going to run one line down the center, and I'm going to have it carry both my copper and my iron plates, and then we'll feed half of it with copper plates and half of it with iron plates, and that will let us manufacture both of those items off of the same supply line for now. Alright, there we go. Bring that down. That down. Oops, we're out of belts. Probably went a little farther than I really needed to for that, but that's okay. And we'll be all right once we get this going. So 1, 2, 3 inputs for each. That's 6. 2 outputs is 8. We're going to need 8 inserters right off. So circuits, gears, and 8. There we go. So that should cover us for that. Now let's dedicate the rest of it to belts, just to get what we need to get down there. You know what I'm thinking we might want to do too? Let's build some chests as well. Just wooden chests. Because I think I'm going to use them as a buffer between the two factories. That way we can steal some of them out of there when we need them, and we don't have to just keep waiting for them. So there we go. That'll give us 6 chests. Set that. Alright, so let's go down here. And here's what we're going to do. Of course, because of that, we're going to need more inserters, but that's okay. So this will take copper up into this, and iron down into that. Wire will come out here, gears will come out here. We'll put that into a chest, and then we'll take it out of the chest, and we will put this one into green circuits and this one into belts. So green circuits and belts. And then of course we're going to need some more input from both of those for the pieces parts. And then we're going to want where do we want to put it? Do we want to put it? No, we're not going to put it all in one chest. We're going to put it in 2 separate chests. So we want the chest there and a chest there. This is why I was saying I'm going to need a couple more inserters. But we can get this wired up and get it started running. We got one there, one there, one there, one there, and that'll go to us to there. Go up here, finish running this over. And by coming on either side of this belt, we force it to place use the belt half for each of them, and then we can double up what's on the belt. And there's that, and there's that. All right, so now we should have green circuits and belts coming out fairly soon. Woohoo! Now we're cooking with gas, right? Not really, but okay. So we got any? Yep, we've got this, and we've got this, and we'll just throw this in there, and however many it makes, and Gives us a few spare. There we go. So now, let's see, we need gears, circuits, and plates to get an assembly machine 2, and an assembly machine 1 to do it. Well, we got extras of that, so we're okay there. So here we go. So now, should be able to put that there, and that there, and of course I put that telephone pole in the wrong freaking place. There we go. Now it's carrying all. Now it's covering all 4 of them. So there you go. See, now we got that coming out, and we got that coming out. So what's the next thing we're going to want to automate here? Inserters would definitely be a good thing. We're going to use the hell out of those. Let's pick off another line from the gears, and use our green circuits and make some inserters, because that's the other thing we're going to need a bunch of. Let's see, if we do this, and this is kind of convoluted, but it's okay. This is just to get ourselves started. Eventually we're going to tear this all down and start over. Well, not start over, but make a better organized location. So there's that. So that's going to give us gears. That's going to give us green circuits. And there we go. So now the other thing we need is iron plates. And again, I'm going to take advantage of the fact that we can do these belts double, and I'm going to force it to put it on the other side. I know this is probably not the most efficient way to do this. Like I say, I don't care. Right now, I just want to get some production going. I got to get up there and get some more iron plates going, because it looks like iron plates is going to be our choke point right now. Why can't we? Do we not? And we can't do it with a. I'm an idiot. We can't do that. And of course, that's filling the wrong thing because Dagnabbit. Alright. It sounded good in theory. Not going to work. More than one way to skin a cat. Change something up here. That's okay, because it doesn't do me any good anyway. I need a level 2 assembler, and I've only got the one that I'm using to kind of build everything. So we will change this up a little bit and do this a bit of a different way here. What we're going to do is we will have that pick off plates, have gears come out of here, and then we'll just bring our green circuits around. I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place, mostly because I'm stupid, but I never claimed to be smart. Alright, that's that for now. We're going to need an assembler too. You know what? We're going to need gears for that. Let's go steal some gears. We're going to need green circuits for that. Let's go steal some green circuit. Okay, we got green circuits. We're going to need some iron plates for it too. So let's go up here and just grab some off the belt. We really need to get our production going here. You know what? Now that we're not using a chest, we can do this. that's going to help immensely. Alright, so we want that. Let's make an extra one for now, just to have it. Doom, doom. You know what? Let's make 2. There we go. 4. Alright, so now we go down here and make inserters without being totally stupid. Alright, there's that. And there's that. And there's that. That'll go into a box. And put one up here, one down here. That covers all of them. And now we should be able to, yeah, there we go. See? Now we can do that. Now I'm not quite as stupid as I was before. I'll go over here, put an insert over here. Bada bing, bada boom. Now we have inserters going, we have belts going, and we have green circuits going. And we have the interim wire and gear, which are going to come in handy. So, what's next to automate here, guys? Let's see. Lights we'll just build as we need them. Poles I think we'll build as we need them. What about electric mining drills? We are going to want a metric crap ton of them. So let's go ahead and automate that. Now we have green coming in, and we have, yeah, so you know what, we can fit it in here. If we do a little creative rearranging, I think, because we can put it in here with this. Yeah, how are we going to do this? Let's see. Well, let's do this. No. Yeah, let's do this. Here we go. Alright, so now we're going to need, take that out of there for now, I'll take that out of there for now. I apologize, bear with me here, I'm not real organized with this start thing because of the fact that I'm doing it as the lazy bastard thing. Most of the time I just build stuff in hand as I need it. So, if we come over here with, yeah, you know what? Here we go. I just had an epiphany. I don't have those very often, but I just had one. If we come over here and we stick that on that side, and oops, you know what we need to do? There. Now it'll stay on that side. There. And then we stick this here. That'll start shoving them on that side. Then we can do this. Here and here. And we can do here and here. Do we want to leave a space? I ought to leave a space so I can put a chest there so that I can, yeah, alright, so fine. Inserter, chest. There, alright. What's a few extra belts, right? There. And then we can do this. Put one there, and one there, one there, one there, and one there. Now, all we have to just throw in a pole or 4. Yeah. Figures. Alright, one there. Man, to start making longer pole, the bigger poles. This is going to get stupid quick. All right. So what did we have? We had this was set up for inserters, right? And then we went into a. What did we want to do? We wanted drills, didn't we? Yep. All right. So there's our drills. All right. So that should start with gears and what have you. Alright, that should start giving us drills soon. That gives us inserters. That gives us belts. We're going to want to look at. We're going to start using a lot of power here shortly. We're going to want to start looking at boosting our power. So let's go up here and see what kind of room we have. Alright, so we got 2 there. We're going to move this because it doesn't really matter. Probably going to move this at some point. So we're going to want a boiler. So boiler is pipe, which we have, and furnace, which we have, and of course we don't want to make it in hand. So boiler. I know yep, there it is. Yeah, 1 for now. Should be plenty. And then we're going to want an engine, and that needs gears, that needs plates, and that needs pipe. Alright, there we go. And wood, do we have wood? No, we haven't made any wood, and okay. So, wood. And you know what? Alright, so let's see how we're looking here. Alright, so our steel production is kind of slow, mostly because we don't have enough ore yet. Well, we're fixing to fix that, aren't we? What are we missing? Gears. We're not making enough gears for everybody. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Alright, well, there's easy solution to that is we'll make another gear production, and we'll do 1 for each side. In the interim, we'll go steal some gears from some other places. Go from there. Alright. I know most of you guys are probably beating your head on the desk right now going, what the hell are you doing? Yeah, I don't blame you. I would be too. But, you know, whatever. I'm doing this for the fun of it. I'm doing it just to kind of pass the time and, give me something to do. Thus as I said before, the board Bob thing. There we go. Ta-da! Now that we've screwed that up, let's gather that up. There we go. And we need another power pole. There we go. And we need to change that to gears. Right? Yeah, right. And since, well, screw it, we'll just leave it there. That one's going to pick it all up anyway, at least for now. Change this to, how many did we build any? I don't know that we built any. Nope, we didn't. Okay. There. Excuse me. Alright. Well, that'll give us poles for a while. That'll keep us in poles. We got a boiler. We got 2 engines. Alright, now we pick this up, get it out of the way. You know what? Yeah, let's move this. This. Let's move these out of the way. They got to start it. I'm happy they got to start it. Now we can kind of clean them up. That's what I say. It's going to be kind of thrown down for initially, just to kind of get us going. And then once we're going well enough, we will go from there and kind of get a little more organized. Okay. Woohoo! Alright, so now we doubled our electrical power. We shouldn't need any for a little while. Now let's go see what we got for drills. We got 4, it's a start. Going up here, we're going to throw them all into iron. Get the iron production up. Like I say, this starter patch is kind of sucky, but it'll get us started. Yeah, that's gonna drive me nuts. Then again, if I move the pole, then I gotta put another extra. But no, you know what? Screw it. If they're not lined up, it's not gonna drive me bug shit. But I don't, you know, life's life. All right, this whole pond thing is a mess anyway. So let's go here and here. Kind of jigsaw puzzling it a little bit, but that's life. Now we should have more iron coming in. And more iron ore means more iron plates. More iron plates means better production. Copper, we're doing just fine on copper for now. I think I only have 2 up here, but that's plenty for the time being. Eventually I'm going to cover both of these ore deposits with drills, so I don't have to worry about it for a little while. There's 4 more. How are we doing on... Oh, well, we are out of... Oops. Well, not anymore, we're not. See, there we go. Now, we're doing alright. We got a bit of a belt production, we got a bit of an inserter production, and we've got some drills. So, we can raise up our mineral production exponentially here. Ooh, man. I know I'm not going to be able to get a belt across there, though. I wish I could, but I can't. So we'll just put it here. We're just kind of trying to puzzle in these other mines, just to kind of get this going. I know I put these close and it overlaps their production, but that's okay. I don't foresee this patch of ore lasting me all that long anyway. It's kind of small and it looks pretty sparse. I just want the ore going. So that covers all of that. We'll put them down here and we'll loop it around to that. That'll get that. We're definitely not going to have to worry about coal for a little bit, other than to power things. Specifically that forge over there, or that furnace over there. Let's just steal a bunch of this. Still too much to leave a gap, but alright. We'll just throw this in here. There we go. So now we're still producing brick, which we're going to want for walls. Alright, so what's our next thing to automate here? Did we automate factories? We did not automate factories. Let's see. Circuits, gears, plates. So that's what I was saying, man. We're going to need a lot of gears and a lot of circuits. So eventually we're going to set up an area that's going to just make gears and an area that's just going to make circuits. This will get us by temporarily. And then that'll feed that as well. So there, and green gears and alright, so we want to start. Alright, so we got inserters and we got transportation belts, so we can start automating science pack 2s, green science, and we can automate red science already, which we were doing up there. Where can we steal some? And we can't pick it off there. Well, we could, but we don't have any underground yet. So we're just going to grab up a bunch of them. However many's in there, and however many is in here. There we go. Go over here someplace next to a power pole and throw this down, and one goes out, one goes into, and goes out, and it goes into. We're gonna throw half, and we're gonna throw that. And I'm going to tell that to make green science. Alright. And then next to it, we're going to do the same thing. Goes into, goes out, goes into, goes out. And we'll set this up for red. And we need gears and was it gears and plates, right? Or no, gears and copper plates. Alright, so we need a bunch of copper plates. Let's go steal a bunch. Just to kind of get us started with the... Alright, there we go. Boop. You got any in here? No, because we're trucking along pretty good now. So let's turn that off for a minute. Gather up some gears while we're waiting. Let's throw this in here. Oh, I already had a bunch of copper. There we go. And then throw some gears in there. What that we have. Go over here and steal some more. Yeah, our green circuits are going along good. Them in there just to get ourselves some going out of the way. Let's do this. Boop, ba-doop, ba-doo. Leave that going for now. Steal them out of there and we'll put them up in the box. That'll get us our green and our reds. Where are we going to put our, that ultimately we will decide in a little bit. Into it just for the time being. That's kind of stupid doing all this running stuff around, but that'll get us going. so we can get enough of a backlog here that we've got. Just go ahead and build a big processing plant. Like I say, I want to go down to that other iron patch and set up a good iron plate processing area. Alright, how many more drills we got? Oh yeah, we're looking good on drills. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm going to limit that to 1 stack. We don't need more than that really right now. Let's do the same with inserters. Belts, on the other hand, I think we'll limit it to 2. We got a bunch already, so we're okay. All right. Where were we? Oh yeah, we were headed up here to lay down some more drills. Alright, once we get around this here, oops, wrong key, there, so that'll come down there, that'll go up there. Not the most efficient layout, but this freaking pond being in the way, it's kind of what we got. We're working with what we have to work with. Alright, so now, so as not to overlap these, let's do that. Let's do, well, you know, that worked out pretty good. Bingo. And then we'll go here. Can we put one here? Will it let us? No, of course it won't, but it'll let us put it here. And I think we can sneak a belt through there. I think we can. Boop, boop, boop. Left turn, right turn, Clyde. Right turn, Clyde. Right turn. 2 wrongs don't make a right, but 3 rights make a left in New Jersey. If you're from New Jersey, you'll get that joke. If you're not, well, you may not get it, but in Jersey they have jug handles. They don't, for left-hand turns, they have this weird deal going where they do these jug handle things, and they're basically, in order to make a left-hand turn, for safety reasons, they don't have you cross traffic. They make you go around in a big loop and bring that loop to a light, and then that crosses traffic. And I guess, you know, it kind of makes sense, but that's where the term jug handle comes from. Of course, you know, handle on a jug being what it is, but yeah, they're interesting. I lived in New Jersey for about 3 years while I was in the military. Stationed at Fort Monmouth up in northern New Jersey. That's where my kids were born, as a matter of fact. Little Red Bank. Yeah, been back there for ages. Fort Monmouth is closed now. They closed that up a while back. Kind of a shame, really. A lot of pretty good memories there. I certainly liked it. There were a lot of good people there. But, you know, that's the life of being in the military. Travel a lot. On the plus side, you get to see a lot of places. You know, I got to spend time in a lot of different countries and live there that I wouldn't have gotten to live otherwise. You know, lived in Germany for 3 years, lived in Korea for a year, I lived in Egypt for a year and a half. You know, from where I'm from, and you know, the kind of money my mom had and things like that with growing up, you know, I wouldn't have gotten to do any of that had I just been a Ute from Cecil County and just gone from there. So, you know, yeah. All right, so let's see. We have belts set up, we have inserters set up, we have miners set up, and we have green circuits set up. So we have all of those automated, and we have our science packs automated with regards to constructing them, but not so much with regards to supplying the stuff needed and getting it into the lab. But that's okay. We will, I think, work on that the next time around. For now, it works the way it works, and I can live with it. So that is, I think, about where we're going to end it today. I may do some rearranging here off camera, but I don't think so. I think one thing I am going to do, because I'm going to need gears up there, and I'll do that right quick while you guys are here, is I'm going to pluck off of this factory, or this assembler. I keep on calling them factories because that's, you know, what really kind of what I think of them as. And do we have another chest? We do not have another chest. We need a chest. So let's put this down real quick. And build another chest. Yes, I'm building wooden chests. I don't care. Do we not have wood? Does not. Well, I thought we had. Fine. I guess we used up all our wood. So that to that to that to that. Telephone poles. We used to build in telephone poles. Now I remember. I'm a little slow sometimes. All right. So that's got that. There we go. Now we can build a chest or two. That should do us. All right. Get that out of our way. Put one there. And put one there. That'll start giving us some gears that we can dump in here and keep this going. We'll probably pick off, matter of fact, let's do that now too. Let's pick off some copper so we can get that going. Oh, you know what? Bad place to do it, because we don't know whether it's going to specifically pick copper or whether it's going to pick iron plate. We want to put it where it's forced to pluck what we want. And there and there. Alright, so now if we ever need it, we'll have a supply of it that we can use. We probably, well, green circuits, once that gets full enough, it'll go into there, and that'll be that anyway. Alright, so there's that. There's that. Alrighty, guys, so this time around we like I said, we got a few things that we need automated. We expanded our iron production greatly with regards to our ore. Next we'll go back and start expanding out our plate production. We'll put in a few more furnaces and get that going. How many furnaces we have on hand? We got 6 on hand. If we put 4 here and 2 to the copper, that should start meeting our needs for a little while. You know what? It's only been 50 minutes. Let's go ahead and throw these down real quick, just to get that out of the way. So space for a pole, space for a pole, space for a pole, and that one's going to go right there. So we're going to have to go around it. Yeah. All right, not a problem. And then there we go. And then bring that one down to there, and that one down to there. Boom. Boom. What do we got? Oh, okay. Duh. Trying to figure out why that was not close enough. And I remembered I need to put that in. And of course I need to put it in the right direction. So then, there. Come on, Morland. There we go. And there, and there. And too far away. There, there. All right. That gives us 4 more on the iron side. Right, and can we squeeze 2 more in on the copper side without moving a whole lot of stuff around? I think maybe we can. Space for pole, and space for pole, and 2, that down to. That there, since we should be doing anyway. There we go. Boom. Boom. All right, guys, we're all fired up. That should certainly give us some more iron plates. Copper, like I say, we're not hurting on it right now. We will at some point. Have to expand both of them, but now we got a decent supply going. So that should do that. I'm going to go up here and put in a couple more drills for copper ore, a couple more drills for coal. But that's nothing I need to bore you guys with. So at this point, I'm going to say goodbye, and I will catch up with you next time. You know, again, if you got any suggestions, comments, what have you, by all means, drop them off, and I will certainly take them to heart. And if you want to see more of this, or you want to see it in general, you know, the whole deal, like, subscribe, blah blah blah. You know, it's nice to know that you're doing this for somebody else as opposed to just for you, because if I was doing it just for me, I have another game that I could play, but you know, hopefully you guys find it entertaining. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Bye.